Ice cream is sweet, creamy, and irresistible. One of those treats people reach for when they want comfort or celebration. But here's the hidden truth. Some of the most popular ice cream brands in the US are filled with ingredients you'd never expect in something that should be so simple. Behind that cold, smooth scoop can be vegetable oils instead of dairy, artificial flavors instead of real chocolate, and thickeners that keep it from melting too quickly, but may do nothing good for your body. What you think is a delicious indulgence may actually be packed with processed additives, hidden sugars, and chemicals that don't belong anywhere near your dessert bowl. Today, we're breaking down 8 ice cream brands in the US that many consumers avoid, not because they taste bad, but because the ingredient lists are surprisingly concerning. These brands are known for adding artificial flavors, food colorings, stabilizers, high fructose corn syrup, and even vegetable fats that replace real cream. We'll go through each brand one by one and reveal the specific issues you should know about before you buy. Make sure to watch until the end, because the last brand is a household name that millions of people still eat every summer without realizing what's inside. Ice cream at its core is supposed to be simple. Traditional ice cream requires just 4 ingredients: milk, cream, sugar, and natural flavoring, like vanilla, cocoa, or fruit. But large-scale industrial manufacturing often chooses low-cost alternatives to save money and extend shelf life. So what ends up inside your ice cream instead? Stabilizers and emulsifiers. These include guar gum, carrageenan, mono and diglycerides added to keep the texture smooth and prevent ice crystals. Artificial flavors. Many chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry flavors aren't made from real ingredients, but from lab-created chemical combinations. Artificial colors. Used to make ice cream look vibrant and eye-catching, especially in fruit or candy-based flavors. High fructose corn syrup. Cheaper than sugar, overly sweet, and found in many budget ice creams. Low-quality dairy or vegetable fats. Some brands partially replace cream with vegetable oils, reducing both quality and natural taste. This is why many ice creams may taste sweet but don't deliver real creaminess or flavor depth. Common problems and issues. Most concerns in industrial ice cream fall into a few major categories. 1. Artificial flavors instead of real ingredients. Some ice creams don't contain real vanilla or real strawberries, just chemicals that taste similar. 2. Stabilizers that change texture. Stabilizers help the product stay firm, but they can create a rubbery texture and may cause digestive discomfort in some people. 3. Excessive sweeteners, HFCS, glucose syrup, dextrose. Many brands use multiple sweeteners to intensify flavor at a low cost. 4. Low-quality dairy or vegetable oils. When cheap fats replace cream, the ice cream loses richness and becomes heavily processed. 5. High calorie count with almost no nutritional value. Lots of sugar, minimal protein or vitamins, and additives that offer zero benefit. 6. Quality and consistency. Depending on the batch, flavor and texture can vary, especially in budget or mass-produced brands. These issues are common in the brands we're about to discuss. Brand 1, Breyers, certain varieties. Breyers is marketed as a natural brand, but some of its popular flavors tell a different story. Certain varieties include corn syrup stabilizers, emulsifiers like mono and diglycerides, and vegetable oils used as dairy substitutes. Some consumers report that Breyers' low-cost flavors melt strangely, almost like a whipped dessert rather than true ice cream. This is because some varieties technically don't qualify as ice cream by FDA standards anymore. They're labeled as frozen dairy dessert. Once cream starts getting replaced with cheaper alternatives, the quality drops dramatically. Brand 2, Ben & Jerry's some flavors. Ben & Jerry's is known for bold flavors and massive mix-ins. But here's what many people don't realize. Certain flavors contain stabilizers, artificial colors, added sweeteners, and large amounts of processed candy or cookie chunks. While not every Ben & Jerry's flavor is problematic, some novelty flavors include so many processed add-ins that the ingredient list becomes extremely long. People love the creativity, but nutritionally, the ingredients can be much closer to candy than real ice cream. Brand 3, Haagen-Dazs, low-cost versions. Haagen-Dazs is often seen as premium, and many of their classic flavors do use simple ingredients. But lower cost or specialty lines sometimes contain emulsifiers, stabilizers, and artificial coloring in fruit-based flavors. This helps the ice cream stay stable during long transportation and storage. The problem? These additives move the product away from its simple ingredients image. Brand 4, Good Humor. Good Humor bars and pops are nostalgic favorites, but their ingredient lists tell a different story. Common issues include artificial chocolate flavoring palm oil or other vegetable oils replacing dairy stabilizers to maintain shape, artificial food coloring. The products are designed to survive long periods in freezers and vending trucks, so stabilizers are heavily used. Unfortunately, that means the final product is closer to a processed frozen snack than actual ice cream. Brand 5, Klondike. Klondike bars are famous for their classic square shape and crunchy chocolate coating. However, the ingredients often include artificial chocolate flavor sweeteners beyond regular sugar stabilizers that prevent freezer burn, artificial coloring, and low-quality modified chocolate coatings. The bars are inexpensive and convenient, but that often comes at the cost of authentic dairy ingredients. Consumers frequently mention that the coating tastes waxy or artificial, and that comes from cheaper fats replacing cocoa butter. Brand 6, Edy's/Dryers. Edy's and Dryers are essentially the same brand, with different regional names. Some flavors contain high fructose corn syrup, multiple stabilizers, artificial flavors, and additives that stretch out the cream content. These brands are widely available and budget-friendly, but the ingredient quality can be inconsistent. If you're looking for clean, rich, creamy ice cream, these formulations may fall short. Brand 7, Blue Bunny. Blue Bunny is popular across supermarkets and convenience stores, but many of their flavors include vegetable oils, corn syrup, artificial flavors, artificial colors, stabilizers like guar gum or carrageenan. Blue Bunny ice cream is known for being light and fluffy because it often contains more air and fewer real dairy fats. The fun flavors are appealing, but the processing behind them is heavy. Brand 8, Nestle Drumstick. Nestle Drumstick is a childhood classic, but the ingredient list is far from simple. Each cone often contains artificial flavors, stabilizers, processed chocolate coating, heavily processed nuts, and corn syrup as a primary sweetener. The cone, filling, and toppings each contain multiple additives. It's a satisfying treat, but far from natural, and one of the most processed frozen desserts in the mainstream market. Benefits and why it matters. Knowing which brands to avoid isn't about cutting ice cream out of your life. It's about choosing better options, ones that use real dairy, real sugar, and real flavor without unnecessary chemicals. Choosing cleaner ice creams helps you. Reduce artificial additives, avoid overly processed sugars, support better digestion. Enjoy richer, more natural flavor. Make safer choices for kids who are more sensitive to additives. The benefit is simple. Better quality ice cream tastes better, feels better, and is better for you in the long run. Facts. Here are some surprising things most consumers never notice. Many ice creams use vegetable oils to replace real cream. Corn syrup is used more than sugar because it's cheaper and sweeter. Artificial colors in ice cream, especially reds and yellows, can trigger sensitivities in children. Stabilizers like guar gum and carrageenan can cause digestive issues for some people. Even high-end brands sometimes use industrial processing for convenience. Some labels are intentionally confusing, for example, calling a product frozen dairy dessert instead of ice cream. Avoiding these brands doesn't mean giving up ice cream, just choosing smarter options. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated with our latest deep dive videos into everyday foods, hidden ingredients, and surprising facts about what we eat. Your support helps us bring you more researched and informative content. Stay tuned for our next video, 8 U.S. foods banned in other countries but legal in the U.S.